Hi everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes Weekly Webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today I have got a couple of great new dies. These are from hot off the press, cutting edge dies. This one is stems and leaves, and this one is lilac cutting dies. They're both designed by Deanna Panell. I can't wait to show you what we've done with them, so come play with us. So this first card is one that my friend Debbie made, and as you can see here, she used the Lilacs in Bloom paper pack. She used it in the 12 by 12 format. It also comes in 6 by 6, and we'll be seeing that in a few minutes. We also have the Lilacs in Bloom cardstock, which she used to die cut all these great little petals. So you can do the background here of the lilac, and all of these are individual little blossoms, rather, not petals. So you're not cutting just like one after the other You're cutting 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 at a time, okay? Then we've got the leaf set that's got 2 different kinds of leaves as well as the stems, and this great little greeting right here is included in the paper pack. So let me show you some other things here. I think what I'll do is I'm going to show you our background dies. So some of the cards today will also be using these great background dies, also designed by Deanna. I wanted to show you they are the double diamond background, fancy quarterfold background, fancy lattice background, and the puzzle background. They are all 4 1/4 by 5 3/8. Let me show you what each of these looks like. Let me see, now I got to do all this. Here we go. This is what this one looks like when it's cut out of white cardstock. Whoops, just the quarterfold, and the puzzle, and the double diamond. And I also wanted to show you how perfectly these fit. This is a 6 1/2 by 5 inch card, okay? And this one is the fancy lattice, so it looks great going in either direction. And we find, Debbie and I find, that it's very handy to use sticky specs, there we go, to get some adhesive on the back of these. And if you haven't used sticky specs before, I highly recommend them. Just going to take your piece and put it right there. It's got thousands and thousands of little dots of glue on each one of these sheets, and then it's got a cover sheet. So you just put your die cut piece down, and then you're just going to peel this off, and then you've made a sticker out of it. So instead of sitting there and dotting everything with glue, you just do that very quickly. It's also got a repositional quality about it, so that as long as you're not patting it down too hard initially, you're going to be able to reposition that. So it's just a great fit. See, now I like it up here a little farther, so you can just take that up and we can reposition it. So anyway, it's great. A great tool. I wanted to make sure that you saw that. Also available at Paper Wishes. Let's get right to this. Here we go. Here's a cute little thing. It's a little hanging heart. It could be an ornament, it could be just a little craft room decoration. You could even put something on the back and make it into a little giftable card item. But it's just one of those little fun, pretty little things. And this is a hearts chipboard. There are 6 pieces in here. It's a new product for us at Paper Wishes from hot off the press. It's exclusive to us. Each one of these pieces is 4 inches wide. And what I did with this is I took the 6 by 6 Lilacs in Bloom, and I just took some paper here and I covered this. Just used a little bit of the Cosmic Shimmer. You know what we can do? Let's not do that. Let's just do this. Let's use the sticky specs again. There we go. Oops. See, I'm going off of what I thought I was going to do, which is great. I'm winging it. I like to wing it. All right, so we're going to just put that in there. I'm going to peel that off. Ooh, I should have started at the small end. There we go. See what happens when you wing it. Okay, now I'm going to take this. It's got a pretty double side. I'm going to take this and make sure I've got the right direction here. All right, turn that over. And then I'm just going to take my little scissors. I like to turn it over so that I'm cutting against that edge so that I have just a nice, perfect fit. There we go. All right, that's not even a very perfect cut. Then what I can do is just take my thumbnail or fingernail and just go around that, get rid of all those little jaggedy pieces. All right, now I've got a nice perfect fit. All right, I also used a little bit of this lavender polka dot ribbon. It's great for this. And then I actually die cut all of my little blossoms right here using violet, and this is labeled mauve, but we really believe it's a lavender suede, which is mislabeled. So when you look at this on our website, you'll see mauve, parentheses, lavender. Wonderful textured suede paper, okay? And I die cut all my little pieces from those two colors. Now I mostly did lavender here. I would say 2/3 lavender, 1/3 of the violet. And then what I did was I want to make a smaller heart within this larger heart. So I just took a pencil and I just sketched, because it doesn't have to be a perfect heart. We're just going to be covering it with flowers. Just sketched a slightly smaller heart within this one. So I would say that's probably 3/4 of an inch in from the edges. Okay. And then I'm going to wonder if our new little tool here, this is called the jewel picker. It comes with a small and a large end. And I actually haven't tried this. I'm winging this again. I'm going to use a little bit of the Cosmic Shimmer glue. I'm just going to put a little bit right here, directly on the paper. I wonder if I can just pick them up like this. I can. All right, so I can just take these and I can, first of all, I can form them a little bit like this on the palm of my hand so they have a little bit of a curve to them, and just place that right there. Take another one, curve that a little bit. And there's more glue here, so I'm just going to put it right up next to, I don't have enough glue. I need glue in a larger area. There we go. Right up next to that one. And we're just going to keep going there. This, overlap them slightly. This, so you get the idea. So then we're going to take some purple jewel dazzles. I'm going to use the small end, my little tool here. I'm going to pick up one of these little tiny jewel dazzle stickers. Oops. Go. And just put a little purple jewel dazzle sticker. Let's zoom in on that if we could, Steve. Do another one there. There. All right, so then after I get all of this taken care of and it glues for 5 or 10 minutes after it's covered, then I went ahead and just put probably a 5-inch length of the purple ribbon or lavender dot ribbon at the back, and then just tied a cute little bow and just glued that on the front, the end of one of those ribbons. Okay, very easy project to do and just so much fun. All right, so now you can also use foil, not foil, foam, blah, blah, blah. So this is the Pastel Blue Violet foam set. And it's got all kinds of beautiful, there's aqua white, a pastel violet, a light violet, a pastel blue, a bluebell blue, and a forest green foam. This foam is not like craft foam that you would get at your craft store that's meant for cutting out shapes and things like that. This one is ultra thin, very, very thin, and it's meant to be heated and get that you can then mold it and do things with it, where regular craft foam won't do that. So let me show you. Got some pieces here. There we go. So this is the background piece right here, okay? And then here's all my little foam pieces. Some of them I've preheated and some I have not. I cut them out of the light violet and then the pastel violet and the light violet. And what I wanted to do on the light violet is just give them a little bit of additional depth of color. So I just took my little purple ombre ink pad and my little brush here, blender brush, and I just did a little bit of ink on the petals. Yep. All right, so then what we're going to do is we're going to take our little mini iron, and I'm happy to say that the manufacturer took our advice and fixed the cord. So this is a brand new one. The one I was using the last time I did some foam flowers was a prototype, and the cord kept falling off, and man, was it annoying. So this is what you'll be getting. They just came in, they were on back order. So it's a nice, firm, not coming off. Great. So this has been sitting here heating up. I'm just going to go ahead and toss some of these on. And what's wonderful about this, we want to do this one ink side down. Okay, there's a reason for that. Because I'm going to take, oh, I forgot my little pokey tool, so I'm just going to use this. When you touch these flower center and kind of press them down, nice and good, start to heat up. So this is still on. It is. I'm going to take a minute. I don't think I had it on long enough. They're going to start to dome when they heat up. And they're going to automatically curve, which is wonderful, so that you don't have to shape them with your little ball shaping tools. They're just going to go ahead and do that on their own. So you can see here, I found my pokey tool, and I thought that worked a lot better than scissors. You can see here when you just touch the center of it, they just pop up like this. Okay, and then we're just going to take them right off like this. Okay, and I'm going to turn my iron off. Okay, and then we're going to take our little background and some of our glue. Let me make sure I'm not having any clogging problems here. We're going to just take a little bit of glue. Now, because we have shrunk up our pieces of foam, they're smaller than these flowers here, okay? So you're going to need to use more flowers, but the good than if you left them flat. But the good news is, because they pop up so easily using an iron on the foam, that so you don't have to shape them or anything like you do when they're paper, that it just doesn't take any more time at all to do those extra flowers. And you can see I'm just sort of putting them all over. I'm not lining them up with each blossom that's on the background. There we go. That one right there. Doing a little cluster. And here I have a lot of the lighter ones together, but you would want to do like probably half and half, make them pretty even. All right, and for this one, I did not do anything on the center. However, I did die cut from the leaves. This is dark green leaf. Oop, I turned my iron off. Maybe I turned it back on. Let's see how the leaf will work. So the leaf, I just want to get hot. because we're going to do a little bit of molding on the leaf. And for that, I'm going to take my ball tools right here. They come 3 in a pack, and you get this great little hunk of foam. There we go. See that's doming up a little bit there? All right, we're going to take that. And it's already doming, but we want to really shape that. I'm going to use the largest ball tool here because I don't want it to be really curvy on all of them. There we go, just kind of shaping that. You can put one there, and another one here. And then I just took a little piece of cream ribbon from the cream ribbon set, or ivory ribbon rather, tied a bow, and then I just tacked down those tails with a little bit of glue. And then the little sentiment here, I used the Floral Greetings stamp set, which is lovely, and I used the Hope Your Birthday Blooms with Happiness. I also used the 6x6 Lilacs and Bloom paper and these background dies here. Here we go. The fancy quadrifoil as the background. So because this card was a little bit larger, it's a 6.5, I just took my paper, okay, and I glued that dot paper right here. And then for this extra piece, I just cut a little scrap of lighter colored paper, and I glued that across the bottom. Well, first of all, I put the dye down, the white dye down, using sticky specs, and then I glued this across the bottom, stamped my greeting, did 2 of the lilac shapes, here and right here, and then added my little leaves at the top and my bow. Okay, so I hope that makes sense in that order. Helpful to know sometimes. I have one more card for you. This one right here. I wanted to show you that you could use these great little flowers either in clusters, either in 1 or 2 clusters, or just a few of them at a time. So for this one, I used the gingham paper pack, and I believe this is the 6x6 with the small gingham paper pack number 2. And then I also used, this is Pastel flower foam, and I just used this light green and the little violet. And then I also used the double diamond background, and I cut that, oops, reaching across my table, from this metallic gold paper. Ooh, kind of blurry there. And used sticky specs again to put that, to adhere that. Used an oval here from 12 Ovals and Scallops cutting dies. I used this size right there. And then stamped my little thankful for you, which is right here, that sweet little greeting. And also used the little butterflies, stamped those on white cardstock, and then was able to just use a purple tri-blend marker to color the centers a dark purple, and then use that tri-blend marker to color the rest of the butterfly a little lighter. Also embellished my cute little background die here with those purple Jewel Dazzle stickers again. So once again, using the jewel picker was very helpful here. And for this one, I just curved these little guys a little bit, used the leaves. I cut each one of these, die cut each one of these from that light green foam, but then I ended up only using probably the first, 5 leaves. I just cut the rest of that off. And didn't really do much shaping on them. I did heat them so that they were a little firmer and glued those directly to the oval. Same thing with the little flowers. I die cut those and just used a small amount of heat. I didn't let them curl a lot. Put my little Jewel Dazzles in there. Okay, what else can I tell you about this card? It was just a snap to put together. All right, so you guys, we have got a wonderful, get this all together, we have just got a wonderful money saver on all of these dies, so I would definitely encourage you to check those out. There we go. If you're watching us on our Webisode page, then you would just look over to the right. And if you're watching us on YouTube, then look below the video in the description box and you'll see links to the Money Saver and the links to paperwishes.com, where you'll find lots more videos and fun things to play with. And if you're watching us on YouTube and you liked our video, please give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing to Paper Wishes. And we'll find lots more videos that we get 3 to 4 a week. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.